There goes Billy Nolan, sitting there waiting to mess with people. Everybody, there he goes again. The Staten Island Predator, William Robert Nolan. He's got his body cam on. There he goes. Press the button. He's got his body cam. He's got his flashlight to mess with people. He's got his Jesus sandals on. Jack Cool, this guy, William Robert Nolan, you can Google him. He's a retired detective and he just harasses all his neighbors. There's 100 victims. How you doing, saltwater cowgirl? This is William Robert Nolan, retired NYPD. Internal fit. There goes his body cam. There he goes. Look, there he goes. This guy right here, he was arrested multiple times. He harasses the neighborhood. He bullies his neighbors. He harasses the neighborhood. So it's a good thing that he's getting exposed. Pierre's mom, he's just sitting there waiting for his next victim. That's all he's doing. The more I'm here, the more it helps because, you know, there's a camera to his face. I live on this block, so. Right, so if you Google retired detective William Robert Nolan, you'll see the whole story. Yeah, Macy, he wears the same outfit every day. I just came out. I just seen him. Mexican Rev, gang stalk. Yeah, he can try all he wants. Yeah, he's got a big flashlight. See that? He points it in people's faces when they're walking by. He doesn't like people walking on a public sidewalk in a neighborhood. Yeah, he's weird, Sabrina. William Robert Nolan, Nolan, retired NYPD detective. You'll see the whole story on Google, and you could also follow me and you'll see all the videos. Nah, not harassment right now, but you'll see it in a little while. This is what he does. He just harasses people when they walk by. Karen, let me see. Yeah, Karen, you could Google the whole story. There's 100 victims. He's a internet stalker, harasser. Tango, it's corrupt. It's called corruption, Tango. He's been arrested, and it's just he's still out. Zaza, he's bored. This is what he does every day. No, he's not in his driveway. This is a condo apartment complex. There's about 200 people here, and he's the only one out here that does this. He'll sit there on the property, and with his flashlight and his body cam and everything, and he'll wait for somebody to start with. Laurie, he's a retired internal affairs detective that was arrested. No, Dylan, he did worse than that, Dylan. Trust me. There's a backstory to this. You gotta follow it. Google William Robert Nolan, retired NYPD detective, and you'll see the whole story. There's 100 victims. No, he doesn't have a GUN. They took it from him. They took all his GUNs. It looks staged. Yeah, it looks staged. What in the turf war? Spark it up. Spark that shit up. No, this is new. This is Staten Island, New York. We're in Staten Island. Neighborhood fuse. Yeah, man. This dude, this guy's been. I'm one of his victims, and I actually disarmed this dude one day. If you see the whole story, I disarmed him. Yeah, Gio. He needs a big hug. Wave back. He'll stay out here for a couple hours. I just pulled up from work, and he's out here. So I'm like, you know what? Let me give people a show. This guy's got to get exposed. There's about like 20 other or 30 other people, victims, that does the same thing I do, and everywhere he goes, he just stalks people, harasses people. If he gets your license plate, he'll find out where you live, your email. He'll send fake calls. What is that called? Swatting. Nicolette, he's a retired NYPD detective that has been arrested and stalks his neighbors. No, he's not stalking me right now. I live here. I live right here. What he does, he'll just sit there and he waits for like somebody to walk their dog, their animal, and he just harasses people. No, that's not a driveway. That's just a little patchy area. Yeah, Karen, he wants me to interview him. In a little while, you'll see a whole bunch of people stop and take pictures and video of him and take off. No, I'm not scared of him. Yeah, Tango, he's bad news, man. He actually, if you look at my videos, he called my 16-year-old daughter on FaceTime. He got caught doing that. Nelson, because of the corruption in New York. That guy, Adam, on FaceTime. Yeah, you'll see the video. Yeah, man. I was telling the story yesterday that this guy, what he did, he's probably calling the cops now. He usually calls the cops. But this guy was caught last year on, he had 2 cameras on his ankle, and he was walking around with like cameras on his ankle in the summertime. Why would anybody want to do that? Yeah, he's got a flip phone. Yeah, he stalked other cops. You just seen Pierre. Yeah, all his victims are like retired cops and police officers because he was an internal affairs detective. But most of his victims are all cops. He got I live across the street. It's easy to get people's numbers. The cops will come in a little while, Jose. He'll call bullshit, but when the cops pull up, they know about him. Kevin, this is a retired NYPD detective that he's bad news, man. Read his story, William Robert Nolan, on retired detective. You'll see it. Serpico of Staten Island. Little scary. What a good man. Yeah, he's looking right at the camera. Cops are always called. He usually calls the cops on me that I'm recording in public. That's not his driveway, Blam. Give him a burger. But if he doesn't like something, he'll go into people's faces. He doesn't play that shit with me. Mary, Google the story. William Robert Nolan, retired NYPD detective. You'll see the whole story. Or you can see my my videos. No, I wouldn't. I got nothing to say to him. Because what he'll do is he'll call the cops saying that I'm threatening him, harassing. He'll make shit up. That's what he usually does. He's known for that, just making shit up. If you read the story, that's all he does is just make shit up. Thank you, JV. He's protected. I mean, by the law. They took all his weapons from him. So he's protected on his property and the law. Any other borough? See, this is New York. This is New York City. This is Staten Island. If he was in any other borough, Bronx, Brooklyn, anywhere, they would have. This dude would have been out already. This guy is a retired internal affairs detective that was arrested for harassing and stalking 100 people and ruining their life. Better. The charges was dropped because they messed up on a search warrant in his house. So the DA or was something was going on there. It's corruption. That's all it was. It's just corruption. It's just like OJ. OJ was found not guilty. That doesn't mean he didn't do it. SJ, this guy is a retired detective that harasses his neighbors and stalks his neighbors and internet crimes. Google the story. William Robert Nolan. Zaza. Yeah, man, I would think he had dementia, but this dude, he doesn't have any of that. Yeah, the corruption's insane. Yeah. Cheesecake, I hope so. You're right. He's just pointing. And how long will cops come? Little Peep fan. I don't know, when that flip phone goes up, that's when he's calling cops. But he was already warned to not make any false bullshit calls. So I'm right here on the camera. So if he makes any of that, he could actually be arrested, because I'm not doing nothing. I'm just recording in public. He sits outside just to harass people. Dog walkers. He actually two animals actually got sick for him putting poison on the grass 2 years ago. There's 100 victims. He's just sitting there. That 5150, that's a LA PD type of code. Over here in New York is like a EDP, emotionally disturbed person. He's not. They don't do none of that over here. Kind of look like you stalking him. Yeah, kind of looks like that. But you know what? When you're a victim for 8 years and there's 100 people, whenever you see this guy, you're whipping out the phone. So you can say what you want. This is on Staten Island, New York. Bully Dad. This is the 5 boroughs. Yeah, hacks, man. This is. You can say all of that all you want, but you don't know the full story, man. Yeah, I live right across the street. Tristan. He's an ex-NYPD, the internal affairs detective. That means that the police department didn't want nothing to do with him, so he had no choice but to be put into internal affairs. Yeah, Tristan. Yeah, he's there. Yeah, it's too cold to put the chair. Do the same thing. It's actually cold out here. This guy's out here with Jesus sandals. He wears the same clothes every day. Yeah, Jazz. He wants to provoke confrontation. If you guys go on my YouTube channel, it's called Paparodz, PAPARODZ 76. You'll see him confronting a dog walker, and it didn't turn out right for him. You can look at that video. Nay, this guy's a retired detective, and he just harasses everybody in the neighborhood. No, that's not a driveway. Yeah, he looks like he's chilling, but he's cold. Yeah, he gets arrested once in a while, and he just comes out, and it's corruption. It's all corruption. Officer Doofy. No, this ain't Section 8 projects. This is actually a good neighborhood in Staten Island. We all homeowners over here. This is a condo. This is not Section 8. This was Section 8 housing. This guy wouldn't be out here doing this shit. I'm from East New York. I'm from Brooklyn. Yeah, that's me. That's me, Ari. Follow me, Ari Raldez. He's just sitting there, Cameron. Yeah, he gets mad when he gets exposed. Yeah, he's getting on the phone, so let's see if cops come. Desiree, he is a retired NYPD detective, and he decides to mess with the whole neighborhood. Internet stalking. He was arrested multiple times. There's 100 victims. William Robert Nolan, retired detective. Google his story. Flip phone, yeah. Natasha. No, he's not in the chat. I wish he was. Yeah, he calls cops. So the congressman that's over here, they aware of him. No, this is not trespassing. This is public property. I'm on. He's also on his property. I mean, I'm on. Yeah, I'm on public property. He's on his private property. It's Papa Rods, PAPARODZ 76. He knows I'm live streaming. Yeah, he can hear me. I'm right here in the sidewalk. I'm actually in the sidewalk, on a public sidewalk. I live across the street. This is his condos, apartment building. I live right over there. That's my house over there. Yeah, there he goes. He got the flashlight. Here we go. Taco, this guy needs to be filmed wherever he goes. There's a lot of victims. Yeah, misadventure. It's kind of crazy. It's a lot of corruption in New York City right now. And with all the corruption, with the police department and the law and the no bail, this is what we deal with. So the best thing to do is just sit there and film him, and make sure there's no other victims. Actually, yesterday he was fighting with a girl that was walking the dog, and I came outside and started recording him. She ran away. Ryan, this ain't harassment, bro. You gotta, you have to. I'm a victim for 7-8 years, bro. Don't start with that. Why I'm harassing? You don't know the whole story. Let me see who's Ryan. Yeah, his own police department called him a ticking time bomb. Actually, about 50 or 60 of those victims are actually police officers. Yeah, he's talking to himself. He's nothing wrong with him. He's not mental or anything. He could hear me. Bianca, this is William Robert Nolan, retired NYPD detective and Staten Island harasser, internet harasser. Sunday, go into my videos and you'll see the whole stories there. It's kind of long. Hatfields and McCoy, yeah. Nah, Little Big, I'm not harassing him. I live here. I whip out the phone every time when I see him. Steven Seagal. There's a lot of people that's gonna come on here. Hey, you're harassing him. You doing this? It's fucking bullshit. No, this ain't Section 8. This is a really nice neighborhood in Staten Island. This is condos. We all homeowners over here. Yeah, he's getting exposed. He's been exposed. We starting to expose him more. The best thing we could do is just record him. I'm new to this. I don't know how to do that moderating thing, but if you give me a little while, I can I could figure that out for you. S block. I'm not wasting my time. I'm a victim for 8 years. You know, this guy harasses everybody. I got children, bro. Don't come on the chat if you don't know, what's going on. This is a serious situation. The best thing I could do is expose him for other victims, for other potential victims. Page, this guy is a retired NYPD detective. He harasses the neighborhood. He's an internet stalker. He harasses, he's bad news, trust me. Read the whole story. Retired detective, NYPD detective, William Robert Nolan. See, there's more people over there recording him.
Yeah, I was getting my photo shoot in.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. He's on the phone. He does. He probably does, Kelly, but it's probably like fake. He has a whole bunch of fake accounts. No, this is not Austin. This is not. Yo, he messed with my children, Austin. I'm not wasting my time. I'm not wasting my time, Austin. Yeah, the wave continues. Nobody's scared, CBR. Trust me. I disarmed this dude. He pulled out a GU1 on me, and I took it right from him. The funny thing, that a lot of people come on here, they talk and everything, but they wouldn't be able to talk in front of my face. I'm a victim here, and I'm going to expose him. Yeah, he messes with kids. Thank you, Hussein. Thank you, Apple. Yeah, Mike. Thank you, Dana. Heather, it's corruption. He was arrested, and then all of a sudden they had to drop charges because of the search warrant. They messed up on the search warrant, so it's called corruption. So the only thing that people are doing, it to their home. And see, this dude cannot walk the streets. What he does, he goes from his car right here, that's tinted out with cameras and police lights, and he goes into his house or his father's house. But when he gets into his house, he opens up the computer, and he would just harass everybody. He'll send fake 311 calls to your house, cops. He will have SWAT come to your house. This is what he does all the time. So his harassment is pretty much sitting there on his property, messing with people, or on his computer. Yeah, he's about 400 pounds. No, I don't want to record anybody that's walking past him. I will only record if he's not Jewish. It really doesn't mean anything what he is, but he's not Jewish at all. His name is William Robert Nolan. He has a girlfriend. She's a school teacher. She's just as bad as him. As a matter of fact, all the neighbors that's over here, they hear yelling and screaming. He's always abusing them. He's always abusing his girlfriend. So this has been going on for so long, she's not a victim anymore. Once you abuse a female, she keeps on taking it. She's not a victim anymore. She's part of the problem. This is Staten Island, New York, Mojo. No, that's not a driveway. That's his property. That's just a little piece of concrete down his property. I'm in New Springville. Who just asked me that? Midnight. I'm in New Springville, right by the mall. KB, that's not true. It's probably not true, but I just feel like, he abuses her so much. She should get rid of him. She should go to the cops or something. I don't know why she's protecting him. Thank you. Who was that? LA Don, the Don. Thank you, man. You're right. Yeah, he's his Facebook has a picture, a bunch of pictures of everybody. Those are all his. What he does is he'll make fake pictures of shit. That's what he does. He morphs pictures and he tells us that people are stalking him and stuff. Yeah, that's by Richie. I'm over here by Gatson Place by Rockland. Yeah. Everything he does on his Facebook is just harassing people, harassing ex-cops, harassing, you know. That's what he does. Yeah, there's a news article there. Adrian, Google William Robert Nolan, retired NYPD detective. You'll see all the story. Why is he staring? He's just a weirdo. And a cops was called. He was arrested. It's corruption. He's an ex-NYPD cop. The best you can, yeah, kick the chair. There was once a restraining order, Dana, on all the victims, but it only lasted like a year. And since a lot of charges was dropped because they messed up the search warrant or the corruption, then, you know, then you're done from there. Yeah, ex-cop. I mean, I have a lot of cop friends, you know, good people, you know what I mean? They look at this dude like he's a weirdo. But there's a lot of bad cops out there. I don't like bad cops. I like good cops. He's kind of funny, yeah. I mean, if you don't know him, but once you start messing with your children, it ain't funny no more, man. All right, everybody. If you guys follow me, I mean, it's going to be a hot summer. This guy usually, there's a lot of cops being called, and there's a lot of shit that's happened. This guy that's coming right here, he's a victim. This is actually one of his victims right here. He's his neighbor right across the street. This guy's like 7 years old. He keeps on messing with him. But yeah, if you guys follow me, I'll give you more story. Go on YouTube. There's more video. I'm just trying to expose him, and I mean, he's already exposed. I'm just trying to just do my thing out here. If the law is not going to help me out with anything, this is the only way. I appreciate everybody, and follow me. I'm on YouTube, PAPARODZ76. Thank you, everybody.